Hi guys, it's Vicky from the Academy, and you join me on a rooftop in London today with Panasonic to talk about their brand new GH5 with filmmaker and Panasonic ambassador Nick Driftwood. So, first things first, Nick, tell me about this new sensor, this 20 megapixel sensor. How have you found that?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I just want to say that this GH5 is a lovely camera. It just feels so good in the hands. Lots of new redevelopments and refinements over the GH4, and a lot of kind of user requests have been satisfied. Yeah, we've got a brand new sensor, a 20.3 megapixel sensor, working in unison with a brand new engine, the Venus Engine 10, and lots of refinements to improve image quality. One of those, the most immediate thing, is that the low pass filter has been removed, and that means that the quality, the actual edge-to-edge sharpness has been improved. Whilst with the Venus engine, the new algorithms means that there's still no moire as such because of that, and it's totally artifact-free from what I've seen so far. And for me, I'm really happy with it. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. And of course, the Panasonic range is notorious for this 4K photo thing that you can do, so you can pull out your 8 megapixel stills, etc. Now, I've heard that it's been increased, so it's now a 6K photo, right?
That's correct.
Okay,
yes,
tell me a bit about that.
Well, as you know, 4K photo mode, we used to be able to do 30 frames per second on the GH4 and other cameras. We're now doing 60 frames per second of 4K photo mode, and as you correctly mentioned, it'll do 6K 18.3 megapixel resolution at 30 frames per second photos. That means out of those 30 frames you can pull out and extrapolate, save it in camera like you could do before, and thoroughly enjoy and make use of that larger resolution. So really good quality pictures.
So Nick, tell me also about the improved 4K video on the GH5.
Well, as I just mentioned, Vicky, it's got 422 10-bit. That tonality gives you 1024 tones of colour, or greys rather, over 256 the 8-bit from the previous version. It will still do 8-bit 4K 50p 60p, but externally it will do 422 10-bit at 50p 60. And then internally 422 10-bit at HD, and 3840 2160 UHD, and DCI 4160 by 2160 digital cinema level. So you've got 10-bit high performance, full colour grading capabilities out of this camera. So 50p 60p at 4K means we can slow this footage down on the NLE and really get exceptionally sharp, fantastic looking pictures, and a lot more flexibility with frame rate. So if you're capturing like high motion or sports kind of photography, this is going to be fantastic for that particular use.
Excellent. Okay, cool. And I've heard that it's also got an improved image stabilization system.
That's right. It's got dual IS level 2 now. We're calling it
level 2.
5-axis, which actually gives you, I would say, around 5 stops of more range to play with. So you can move your shutter up and down, and that means that long ranges, focal lengths, you've got perfect stability, and you can rely on this every time to get edge-to-edge sharpness, and you're not shaking as much. This anti-shaking algorithm has been much improved.
I'll see.
Yes.
Tell me about this improved shutter that I've heard about. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it's improved shutter algorithm, which obviously the shutter vibration has been looked at, and I can say I think it's actually a 6 to 1 or a 6 better than what it used to be. Correct me if I'm wrong. The improvements mean that shaking, the adjustment for that, stabilisation for that is much better, much improved. Now the shutter itself does go up to 1/8000th of a shutter now. The ISO range of this camera also, I've found we can push this to an extra stop of dynamic range. Where before in the GH4 we had pretty good pictures noise free at 1600 ISO, this will now give you an extra stop. We can take the GH5 to 3200 ISO, and it's very sparse of noise at all. Fantastic to grade in the dark and shoot in the dark, and I've even looked at 6400 and 12800 ISOs, and I think people are going to really be excited by this micro four thirds camera and sensor. It's doing the most amazing job I've ever seen.
And Nick, as a videographer, I'm sure you're going to need kit that's kind of pretty indestructible, really. So tell me about the new features on the GH5.
Well, this one's built like a lightweight tank. It really is. You know, it's dust proof, it's freeze proof down to a level of something like 10 degrees, minus 10 degrees that is. It's as I say, it's a magnesium alloy body, so it's extremely robust. Yeah, dust proof, I mentioned that, freeze proof, splash proof as well. Yeah. So very good protection out in the field wherever you go.
Yeah, sounds excellent. Cool.
So Vicky, my favourite thing about the GH5, well, I'd say two things. 42210-bit, a real game changer, 42210-bit internal. Yeah, I've now got over 1 billion colours to play with, rather than just millions with 8-bit. So that's one good thing. And of course, 4K, 50p, 60p. And let's not forget, for photographers, they're going to love the 6K photo mode. 18.3 megapixels. So 3 brilliant things with the GH5.
So thanks for watching, guys. I've had a lovely time chatting to Nick about the new GH5. Nick, tell these guys where they can find out more about you online.
Well, Vimeo or YouTube, Nick Driftwood. Twitter, Driftwood_prods. About me, if you want to know more about the camera, it's at LUMIX UK on Twitter.
Excellent stuff. And once you're done subscribing with Nick, then don't forget to hit subscribe on the jessups.com YouTube channel. Also, if you'd like any more information on the new GH5, then do feel free to pop into one of your local Jessup stores or visit us at jessups.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.